see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby.
Oh, wow. Hi everyone, it's Blue. Make sure you like and subscribe and go check out my live on either Twitch or my other YouTube channel. Those links are down below. Also my Patreon, where I have more content on there that I don't post here. He's still alive. Today I'm going to be reacting to the Notorious B.I.G. Big Poppa.
Oh, check it out.
I like this.
Love how slow or funky Biggie songs are, Biggie beats or his songs, because for a rap song it's kind of already coming in really slow, but I always thought that his music stood out from the small amount that I've heard as being very funky from the rest of like rap music.
Now, to all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me to lace these lyrical douches in your bushes who rock grooves and make moves with all the mommies. The back of the club, sipping my wet is where you find me. The back of the club, macking holes, my crew's behind me. Mad question asking, blunt passing, music lasting.
It's already so smooth. It is only a 2-syllable rhyme scheme, I believe, but because it's internal and not just at the end of 1 and 3 or 2 and 4, it sounds like it's a lot more lyrical than it actually is for a slower rap song because they're just internal rhyme schemes. So because they're only 2, but he has multiple of them throughout the rhyme scheme, blastin', passin', he might have even said relaxin'. He had like 3 in there. It kind of sounds like a 6-syllable rhyme scheme instead of 2.
Music lasting, but I just can't quit because one of these honeys Biggie got to creep with, sleep with, keep the ep a secret. Why not? Why blow up my spot? Cause we both got hot. Now check it. I got more Mac than Craig and in the bed. Believe me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the needy. No need to be.
I was so distracted by trying to remember, like, oh yeah, that one goes with this one, that I almost didn't even catch the girl in the men's restroom. Like, I was like, wait, what? Meanwhile, he's talking about a story where he's kind of seducing a girl and also trying to convince her to not out him. I think she might have even gotten caught, possibly, or she's more at risk than he is. But he's still kind of pointing out, hey, I still have something. Don't like snitch on me. We could still be cool. But I'm not sure if I'm getting the message across because I'm also trying to pay attention to the video and the lyrics. So.
No need to be greedy. I got mad friends with Benzes. See notes by the layers. True fucking players. Jump in the Rover and come over. Tell your friends jump in the GS3. I got the chronic by the tree.
Kind of just progressing to where he's inviting a lot of girls to come and hang out. He's talking about his car and having alcohol, and I think just going back to his place or going back to wherever they're all hanging out at. He has weed. Now it's like a group of girls that he's kind of trying to convince to like leave with him.
Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. To the honeys getting money, playing niggas like dummies. You got a gun up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby.
Oh wow. That's a way to say it. Oh my gosh. I know that I've heard the chorus just probably in the background somewhere, but I totally didn't remember that part. I don't see exactly how it's broken down, but I think instead of doing what a typical chorus would do, which is maybe having 1 and 3 go together and kind of just playing it safe because it's just the catchy part. You can kind of just do 1 or 2 things and then move on. He's doing like 3 different things where the first part is rhyming because throw your hands in the air if you're a real player. That kind of goes together. And then the next part is honey, dummy, money, that all goes together and it's like its own thing that could stand alone. And then he does another one where he says, if you have a gun in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. So 3 separate rhyme schemes where he could have just done 1 for the chorus, but he's kind of a risk taker and doing multiple things. He's also taking you through different elements of going out to a club, because the first part's pretty basic where it's like hands in the air. That's like dancing and just having a good time. And then the next one is, I guess, picking up women or guys buying drinks for women and just the dynamic of interacting with them and I don't know, I guess trying to get them to come home because they're dummies. And then the third one, which depending on where you're from, is like the more dangerous element where, um, something bad could happen. Somebody could come in and basically shoot up the club. And it's funny how he's talking about that in not a very serious tone. He's kind of just saying, hey, but don't do that like right now because I'm kind of working on something with the girls. So it's like, hey, not yet because I have something going on here. So it's just a very unserious way to like mention that last element, which is it can actually get kind of violent and maybe scary.
Baby, straight up, honey, really, I'm asking. Most of these niggas think they be macking, but they be acting. Who they attracting with that line? What's your name? What's your sign? Soon as he buy that wine, I just creep up from behind and ask
What's
you
your
what your
sign?
interest.
I love that because it's like that seems totally like a real thing. You're trying to hit on a woman, so you're trying to impress her and be like, oh yeah, I'm into astrology, like whatever. It's also funny because he's playing out another guy trying to pick up a girl, but he's kind of lame. And I think he even referenced he bought her wine, but as soon as that happens and maybe she's already feeling a little bit more social, he kind of just butts in and like what is that, like stiff arms a guy out of the way and starts talking to her. Oh, but I didn't even talk about like mackin', relaxin', actin'. Like I'm so sorry if I also throw in words. It's like he didn't say relaxin'. Okay, but he said like four different things that were all kind of in that same realm, and it all sounded really nice. He didn't even have words in between some of them, mackin', and then the next word rhymed with that. So it sounds really nice. Again, just two syllables, but he's still doing multiple of them, so it sounds more impressive.
Soon as he buy that wine, I just creep up from behind and ask you what your interests are. Who you be with, things that make you smile, what numbers to dial. You gonna be here for a while, I'm gonna call my crew, you gonna call your crew. We can rendezvous at the bar around 2.
Probably a shallow thing to notice in the video, but it's interesting watching old music videos. I don't really watch a lot of them that are newer, anyways, I guess, so not like a huge comparison. But it's nice to see people just look different. Like women look different from each other. I think everybody kind of, I don't know, just like has the same nose now. It's really superficial. I don't really know how to explain this part very well because maybe I'm off, but I really like how he changes his rhyme scheme as well because his beat or his tempo just like change. And I think that's really risky because in most music, I think that that would make it sound messy because it sounds, wait, you're doing this and then you change to that. And it's like almost as if you can't make up your mind. It's indecisive. And before you can really get into it, they just change the pace. So it's kind of disorienting. But he's so funky and he's so great with his flow and delivery that it just works for him. And he's really good at it because he has the what number to dial, something you're going to be here for a while. But then he changes his pace just so he can kind of do rendezvous. And it sounds really nice and it goes together, even though he completely changed it up.
You gon' call your crew, we can rendezvous at the bar around 2.
Yeah.
Plans to leave, throw the keys to little C's. Pull the truck up front and roll up the next blunt so we can steam on the way to the telly. Gon' fill my belly. A T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape. Conversate for a few, cause in a few we gon' do what we came to do. Ain't that right, boo? Forget the telly, we just go to the crib and watch a movie in the jacuzzi, smoke L's while you do me.
Not sure if the Welch's grape line was like probably obviously mixed with alcohol, but because he mentioned going to go and get like munchies, basically the steak, we're gonna go get Welch's grape and then something else, it makes me think that he's just kind of saying, hey, we're gonna go back, and he's just adding funny details because he's clearly done this before. He's not jumping right to I'm gonna take you home and we're gonna have sex. He's going to I'm gonna take you home, and he's going through actual all of the motions in his head, like the details. We're gonna have steak, we're gonna have Welch's grape, like grape juice, and then we're gonna like talk for a bit, and then we're gonna go to the jacuzzi, and you're going to do me. Like he's not even saying, "Oh, we're gonna have more alcohol. You're gonna be drunk, and then I'm going to like do you," which kind of would sound a little predatory. So it's funny that he's like going through all of the actual steps, and it's even kind of silly because it's very casual, and he's just not making it some like it's just casual, so it's kind of nice.
Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. To the honeys getting money, player niggas like dummies. You got a gun up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby.
Oopsie, whenever I remembered the dummies line, I was thinking something about taking the girls home because they're dummies. Obviously, you probably wouldn't call girls dummies. Scheming the guys because, like, the guys are dummies. But anyways. Oh, also noticing the line because in the actual video, a girl is kind of treating a man like a dummy because she's stealing from him while he's talking to another girl. And then they have like little details with this other guy is maybe supposed to come off as a little dorky or like someone who probably, I don't know how to say it, wouldn't have a game or something because of his crooked teeth or whatever they're trying to like portray in the video. So they're showing all different aspects of people like going to the club and interacting and stuff.
How you living, Biggie Small?
Imagine and Benz giving ends to my friends and it feels stupendous. Tremendous cream, fuck $1 and a dream. Still tote gat strapped with infrared beams.
Ah, yeah, really, he's stuffed up the rhyme scheme because he says stupendous and tremendous, and probably a few other ones in there. But then also he's describing how he has a lot of money now. He's doing really well for himself. He has so much money he can just give some away casually to his friends, and his friends could probably even give that money away. But he also, I think he described a gun, like he still stays strapped, like he is still, I guess, about certain things. He still lives a certain way or hasn't completely changed because he knows how it is, and he still is willing to protect himself.
Still tote gat strapped with infrared beams.
Yeah.
Chopping O's, smoking line optimals, money holes and clothes, all a nigga knows. A foolish pleasure, whatever. I had to find the buried treasure, so grams I had to measure.
Oh yes, I feel like I barely remember that. He did, well, I mean, I guess a lot of people did. It's probably dumb to be like, oh yeah, it's his unique situation. But yeah, kind of just saying he started off with having to count grams, but he's doing better now. He doesn't really have to do that anymore. So he's kind of just translating that into, if I used to do this and I used to sell jugs or like have to count weight or however he put it, he's always been a really hard worker. So that's why he's so successful now, because all of this hard work that's put into his music and his career was the same hard work ethic that he had whenever he just happened to be doing something that was a little bit more dirty.
However, living better now, coochie sweater now, drop top BMs, I'm the man, girlfriend.
Honey, check it. Tell your friends to get with my friends.
No.
And we could be friends. Shit, we could do this every weekend. That's right. Alright? Is that alright with you? Yeah. Keep banging.
I was just focused on Biggie, I guess. You know, looking back, how old is the girl in the hot tub? I don't know. I'm just all concerned. What's in the champagne? He was touching her feet. It all makes sense now. And I'm sorry. I didn't know he was in the video. It doesn't say that he's in the title, probably for good reasons. But I don't want to throw this up. It's about Biggie.
I love it when you call me Big Poppa. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Poppa. To the honeys getting money, playing niggas like dummies. I love it when you call me Big Poppa. You got a gun up in your waist, please don't shoot up the place. Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby.
I don't like him being in this video. Now him being all over somebody is just super yikes. Oh, I also like the Big Poppa sound because it kind of sounds as if he's maybe not like on a walkie-talkie, but it just sounds a little bit more muffled, like it's in the background. I think it helps with the overall maybe vibe. It's just different. I don't really know how to explain that part, but I like that detail. I feel like I might have missed a few parts because I honestly feel a bit rusty not having to have looked into a rap reaction in a really long time. I'm like, wait, video, wait, lyrics, wait, what did he say? How many syllables was that? It's actually a lot to keep up with. But he looked even kind of spiffy in the video. Like, I don't really see people dressed like that very often. Mostly the hat. But it's also probably the 90s, and I don't really watch a lot of 90s music videos, so maybe that's like a normal way to dress. But yeah, really funky. I will probably overly use that word anytime I listen to a Biggie song, just because I think that that's probably the best way to describe his music, is funky. He's very funky. He's like the funky rap. Even almost sometimes like groovy, but not groovy 80s. Groovy rap is totally the thing that he's perfected, so he can kind of jump around and it sounds poetic, but it still sounds good and not messy. And I think if a lot of other people tried Biggie's style, it specifically would just sound a little disorienting. Like you have to make up your mind on you jumping from this tempo to that tempo just to squeeze in different rhymes, and he never really had to do that. If anything, I feel like it's kind of hard to miss, like, oh, he just changed it up right in the middle of the thing. But yeah, I like the song. It's really catchy and probably one of his biggest like ones that I think. And I hope that you guys liked it too. Also, just want to slip in there again. Didn't know the other person would be in the video, but still didn't want to throw out the reaction just because of an appearance. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out all my links, and I'll see you all next time.